Just a generalized log report at this point. It's 5:21 in the evening, or afternoon, coming close to the evening. It's June 16th, 2024. Southern California is frying up again. Not just temperature-wise. We're talking about cooking. We're talking about fires happening at this point over here. They're still trying to fight a couple of fires out in the Hesperia. And Gorman is still about, I think, 13 now, 13K approximate. Hadn't checked Cal Fire in a long while. So I got to check about that one. Okay, so updated information on the post fire up in Gorman and the other sides of Angeles. It's about 12,265. 2% contained. Is that fun? Not so fun. Not so fun when we actually had a few other hotspots happening in Lancaster, and it just got my attention. It got my attention on this one. We had the thing called the Max Fire. Only about 338 acres. And they're still fighting it a bit. But they haven't had the information updated. And the Max Fire is in Lancaster, California. Avenue K and A area. K and 80 West, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if I've seen nature caused fires, but human stupidity to being the way it is, we're causing these little flare ups here and there. So they're still trying to narrow it down. Um, a few structures, not homes, but outlying houses they reported on KTLA. And they were showing what happened with the Max Fire. They still got reporters over by the Post Fire up in by Castaic area, just to let people know what was going on, if that wasn't bad enough. Castaic is a fallback area. Of course, I have to, a little north is Lake Piru. But yes, we're watching Southern California go through another cycle of wildfires. Apparently, Gorman hadn't been torched in about a few years, so it had the growth, had the opportunity. We got the heat, we got the winds, we got the perfect conditions for another season of barbecues outside in the desert and in Southern California. They were also saying that the wind conditions are changing a bit, south by southeast. If that's the case, the fire's going to be driven in that direction, not to mention the smoke in that section. Now, if the winds actually change to east, southeast, which I think they're going to be doing that, according to what I've been seeing, which means we're going to get smoked out again. We're going to get smoked out again. This is Roseman, California, right next to Edwards Air Force Base. And the day when the post kicked in, and I believe that was yesterday, we did have the fire. I mean, we actually did have the smoke from post covering the Antelope Valley, where I had to use a painter's respiratory mask with filters on it to breathe outside just to see what the hell was going on, and to have some sunglasses on, actually the covered ones, just so I can see what the hell is going on and hope to God I didn't get covered by the damn ashes. But we got covered by ashes. So yeah, we are hanging in there. You're hearing thumps going up downstairs because we got new neighbors moving upstairs. Oh, they had to come during fire season, didn't they? Deal with the lovely smoke we have out here. Terrific. That's all we need. Yeah, I'll be sending this video over to the people that I associate with. Let them know what's going on at this point. Out here in Roseman, we are watching, observing, not panicking as much, but they are watching and observing. We've already had a few fires north of us that put them on edge a little bit. We had a fire in the midst of area. Still put them on ease. There was 3 have already been put out within the past couple of months. So yeah, we're well aware of that. And July 4th is coming up, and that is not going to be fun. Now, they've tried for years in the complex here with management of not having fireworks. People don't listen. They'll have fireworks out in the back where people don't get to see them, but they'll have fireworks out there. But we do have neighbors watching outside. But they just don't bother to get involved unless their property is going to get torched. We also had the smaller sparklers, Whistle Pete's, and a few rocket launchers going off. But we also have it across the street from the complex. In case your family didn't realize, or if people didn't understand, that yeah, I live in a nut complex area, and we get fires. They set up the fireworks. But we haven't had any torch jobs yet, and that's what I'm looking for right now. If there's going to be any torch jobs, unfortunately, there has to be eyes and ears. Let the fire department know exactly where they're going. Oh, yeah, they'll set them like crazy, but they'll launch them up anyway. But at least they have them on record. But this, each year it gets harder and harder to deal with the fireworks. Not just the concussion, not just the percussion sounds that drive animals and humans nuts. No, we're talking about fire season. It's getting worse and worse. I would hope that the people who lived in this area, not to mention the rest of the town, would understand, as much as we'd love to do the traditional American way of launching off fireworks, and we've got more stands coming out according to Kern County supervisors, the idiots running the whole county here, we're entitled to have more. As if these guys don't know we already had enough fires right now as it is. We only had 4 engines. 2 of them are already gone already. They're out fighting a fire up in Gorman. We're stuck, I think, with 2 engines left. That's not enough to cover the town of 20,000. So yeah, we're going to be in for barbecues. Plus the fact we would have to borrow from Edwards Air Force Base if they're so kind. But it'll take about 20 to 30 minutes for them to get the crews assembled, not to mention get their materials rolling down the highway. We can't order it from LA County because LA County is devoting a lot of resources to Gorman and maybe to a few spot fires if they're lucky enough out here. And since July 4th is coming up, boy. I'm going to be expecting more and more smoke to coming from the Antelope Valley. Bits and pieces left and right. I'm expecting more smoke coming out from Roseman because people in their lust for fireworks in the sky keep forgetting that what goes up usually torches everything else down below. It's physics. Even a bad shot of a firework or an explosion on the ground. I hope they got enough fire extinguishers around. I may have to price a couple of them out. I kid you not. I may have to price out a couple of fire extinguishers and have them on mail order before July 4th. Because, well, I'm going to have to. I'm really going to have to. Because I'm going to need these damn things. Very much so. It's not the kitchen I'm worried about. It's outside usage. But also I could use a fire extinguisher for the home anyway. But it's not going to be enough when it comes down for what we're dealing with. And I don't know if it's going to be enough. Each of our units has at least 2 or 3 per. Hopefully to cover some kind of fire extinguisher situations happening. Now we got fire sprinklers in each unit. We have them. We have fire alarms. But when it comes out for the fire outside, that's a different story altogether. We're going to have to be using these damn things. So, I suppose I'm going to have to find what I need to get real fast because we are in trouble. We are in trouble. And I'm not laughing about it either.